the 1964 Phillies, hailed by everybody in baseball as a serious contender for the flag.
Well, they've shown that they can win. We've been haven't had the good fortune to get off to a real good start yet. We haven't been what you'd call real well organized at the outset of any of the last 2 years. I think that this year will be a little different. But this whole 1964 pennant race could hinge on a foul tip.
Here's Davey Lope's game on the line. Ground ball off Schmidt. Caboa, a throw. Yes! No! Not in time! Not in time, and we have an argument. Unbelievable circumstance. I don't know. You call it.
We got beat. We'll be back next year, and
we wanted to win it. We wanted to win it for the fans that come out all year.
It comes right down to, hey, we got to hit. If we're as good as people say we are, and we deserve to be in the World Series, and we're the best team in baseball and all that business, we've got to prove it right out there with our bats.
As long as the game goes on, they're going to continue to say strange things happen in the game of baseball, and they do. They really do.
The winter that followed the 2010 Phillies season was filled with anticipation and excitement. Despite a disappointing loss to the Cinderella Giants in the NLCS, a clear sense of optimism filled the air. After winning their fourth straight NL East title, it was evident that the ball club was enjoying the most successful period in its long and storied history. And now, this Phillies team, filled with some of the best players in the game and the most passionate fans in sports, was about to have an early Christmas. Cliff Lee was the most coveted pitcher on the free agent market. His brief tenure with the team in 2009 helped to create a mutual attraction between the Lee family and the city of brotherly love. And now, by his own choice, he was back.
Here I am. I never wanted to leave this place in the first place, so to get an opportunity to come back and be part of this team and this pitching rotation is going to be something that's historic, I believe, and can't wait to get to spring training and get this thing going. It's just a good team. It's a good environment. I mean, they sell out every game here. That's what you want to be a part of. It's going to be a special team, and none of that's going to be given to us. We still got to go out there and earn it, but I think with what we got, good things are going to happen.
The following story chronicles the incredible 2011 season as told by Cliff Lee himself. It was a season full of countless thrills and historic achievements. It followed an amazing journey through that indelible mystique of baseball, the thin line between heartbreak and euphoria.
Spring training is a great time of year. It's a chance to see old friends and meet new ones. It feels good to get down in the Florida sun, to get your work in and start preparing for the long marathon ahead. There's no pressure. It's relaxed, quiet. It was great to be back with Charlie Manuel. He likes to keep it loose, a fun guy to play for. Charlie always kicks the camp off with a speech to the team. This year he turned the reins over to Pat Gillick, the man who guided the team to the 2008 championship. Pat had just been elected to the Hall of Fame, the highest honor in our sport.
There's a lot of people who contributed to me going to the Hall of Fame. And a lot of those people are in this room now. They're the players that contributed. And I just really represent the players. I represent the scouts. I represent player development. I represent all those people where I worked who gave so much to the organization. And that's what it's all about in here. It's putting your team before yourself. Forget about your ego. That'll come later. Just put your team before everything else, and everything else will fall into place. That's what it's all about. a team working together. Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, give him a hand.
This spring was obviously a little different for the Phillies camp. There was a lot of hype about the pitching staff. Over the winter, it had become one of the biggest stories in baseball. It was now our time to meet the press.
For each of you, something that stands out about the other pitchers, how they go about their business.
I wish I threw left-handed.
Cole, you were the only one at this table with a ring. Looking at the guys to your right.
Joe's got one.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I know you forget about me, but it's okay.
All right, so who among you is the best hitter?
It's me. No, I don't know.
I'm going to compete against him, but
Coleman.
I think Joe's the only one with a home run.
Joe's got a homer. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I forgot. Yours wasn't in the World Series, sorry.
Now I kind of know how the Beatles felt. While we were an established veteran ball club, there was still some healthy competition for roster spots. Someone had to replace Jason Worth in right field. A couple of bullpen spots were still open. What followed was a month-long audition for big league jobs. Michael Stutz opened some eyes in his March audition, but the powers that be thought he needed a little more development.
It was definitely a learning experience. You got to spend every day working out with guys like Cliff Lee and Roy Halladay and Oswald and Hamels and those guys, and that's something not people get a chance to do. It was interesting just to see them on a day-to-day basis and kind of try to take some of the things they do and incorporate that into my day-to-day.
As he made that short walk back to the minor league complex, he had no idea what the future might bring. For the kids that trained at the Paul Owens complex all spring, life is not that easy. There are well over 100 players that are trying to fill out the minor league rosters. And while they play in front of a relatively small amount of fans, the sounds from the big league games at Bright House come drifting across the field. But every once in a while, they get an up-close view of the show. There was only one scheduled day off in camp this year, and it fell on Doc's turn to pitch. Rather than skip a day, he chose to pitch at the complex. You can imagine the buzz when those kids found out that the best pitcher on the planet was going to be playing with them.
You know, you get a feeling, you're just like, wow, you know, he's a Cy Young Award winner. I mean, I don't know how many times you're going to be able to do that, especially we're going to be, 15 feet away from him. And I feel like that's the best way to learn.
I think they'll notice today how quickly he works and how much he pounds the strike zone. And I mean, for somebody young, if you can just observe that in your first camp or whatever when you're 16, 17, 18, 19, whatever, if you can pick that concept up really quick, you can be all right. So hopefully they see that.
I just heard that he was going to be pitching, and I mean, it's always a good experience when you watch pitchers like that or any players from the big leagues come over and play, but I mean, it's just another game for us.
Found out in the morning that the lineup was put up, and yeah, very excited to play behind the best pitcher in the game. We had a bunch of fans at a minor league game. That doesn't happen too often, so it was a great experience, and hopefully it can happen again one day.
What we talked about is he really just wanted to work on throwing as many of each pitch as he could. Still trying to get outs, obviously, but he was just trying to get the feel for each pitch and dial each pitch in. His knowledge is second to none. He knows exactly what he wants to do and what he needs to do and how to prepare. And nobody works harder than him. And it's just, it's fun to go out there and learn from a guy who's been there and done that.
It's good. I remember, watching those guys come down and pitch, when I was in the minor leagues. And, whether they learned something or not really isn't a huge deal. But I think just being able to see guys and, I got to see that, Pat Hankin and those guys weren't that much different than, myself. They were regular people. So, I think it's good to be around those guys, and, I enjoy it.
Even if some of those kids never make it to the big leagues, they'll have a story to tell their grandchildren. Near the end of camp, the air of optimism was dulled by a series of injuries. Dominic Brown was the off-season front-runner to win the right field job, but a broken bone in his hand put him on the shelf indefinitely. Then Brad Lidge went down with a shoulder injury, and that made the bullpen less stable. But the biggest blow was the loss of Chase Utley, a perennial all-star. It takes a lot to get Chase out of the lineup. He had been suffering with tendonitis in his knee for years, but never complained about it. For a baseball warrior like Chase, surgery was not an option. There was no way he was going to miss out on the excitement of the 2011 season. And with that, we headed north to begin our quest. Home sweet home. In order to get warmed up for the season, the Phillies decided to stage the first annual 5K race. It was pretty cool.
Welcome to the Phillies 5K run.
Another new tradition in Philadelphia is the On Deck Series, a couple of exhibition games designed to get us ready for the season.
Now in their red uniform tops as they wear.
This year we decided to do something a little different. While the game was going on, the rest of us came out to reconnect with the best fans in baseball. You never know who you might see at Citizens Bank Park. You can run into an icon from the Phillies' past, or a big part of the future. You might find someone to help you with your game, or just a great photo op for Facebook.
I'm just hanging out with your nephew Chase, and he's eating ice cream.
I heard Roy Oswalt makes a mean margarita. If you want to find Shane, just go where the kids go. One of the best aspects of this team is its unbelievable chemistry. It's a great bunch of guys who all understand what it takes to win.
It's time to go. Enough playing around. It's no more games. It's time to get serious. 2011, here we come.
The opening day of baseball. It should be a national holiday. Lately, it's been one in Philly.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Opening Day 2011 as we get you started on one of the most anticipated seasons, if not the most anticipated in Phillies team history.
After a long, snowy winter, we couldn't wait to get started.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Halladay. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fourth strikeout for Halladay in the first 2 innings.
Feeling early in this one. Should have been back to curveball.
Doc did his part, going 6 strong.
To right center field. That's pretty well hit. Francisco on the run into the alleyway. 2 runs will score, and Bourne is going to fly to third, and he'll get there easily. It's a 2-run triple. It's 3.
By the bottom of the 9th, we were looking at a 4-2 defeat. That's when the magic started.
Back toward the middle, another hit for Howard. The Phillies have 2 aboard with nobody out here in the 9th. Breaking ball, line drive into left center field, a base hit. It's a 1-run game. An RBI single. Carlos, a line drive into left field, a base hit. And the bases are loaded with 1 out. Valdez, a liner to left field, a base hit. The game is tied, and Francisco's held at third. It's a 4-4 game. To center field, Bourne turned around. The ball game is over. A base hit by John Mayberry scores Ben Francisco. 3 runs across the plate, and the Phillies win it. That's a good way to get started, huh?
The next day, it was my turn.
Moments ago, Cliff Lee walking in from the bullpen, and it was loud here at Citizens Bank Park. It started when they showed him up on the board in the bullpen, and then it just kept on coming.
I knew I had to earn that.
Swing and a miss. He got it with a high fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lee as he trots off the mound. He's nursing a 6-run lead. 8 strikeouts for Lee. On the outside corner, called strike 3. That's 11 strikeouts for Cliff Lee. Cliff Lee's return is in the books as the Phillies win it by a final score of 9-4.
On Sunday of the opening weekend, Roy Oswalt faced the Astros for the first time in his career.
He has struck out 3 in the inning.
Approaching the ball and can hit the ball out to right field.
And there you go.
In the fourth, he faced an old friend.
Off the Budweiser side. That's a long one. And for the first time since 1970, the Phillies have won their first 3 games to open the season at home.
Meanwhile, the audition for the right field job was getting interesting.
Here to left field. That one is long gone.
You know, Jason was a big part of the team the last few years, but obviously he's gone now. I can only be Ben Francisco, and you know, I don't have to fill Jason's shoes, I have to fill my own. And that's kind of the mindset I've taken early on here. It's up to me to go out there and prove myself.
Back toward the middle. That could be a game-ending double play. Valdez will take it to the bag, and the Phillies have finished off this homestand, the first of 2011, with 5 wins in 6 games.
Down in Atlanta, Chooch made a statement.
Prado just turns and watches it go. Carlos Ruiz with the first grand slam of his major league career.
The air down the right field line. That one's got the distance. Fair or foul. It is a fair ball. Home run. Victorino, his first of the year. He is smoking hot.
And Cole got back on the winning track.
As McCann hits it right back to the box. Nice play by Hamill.
We strive to be the best. We strive to go out there, pitch all 9 innings. I know it's not always possible, but you know, when we, you know, it's our day to pitch. We want to go out and win, and we don't settle for losing. I'm not always going to be able to go out with my best stuff and my best control, but you know, if mentally I can take over and know that I can execute pitch after pitch and really bear down when I need to, then it'll just take care of itself. And I think that's kind of what it takes for all of us to have success, and that's what we're able to do.
One of the cool things about following the Phillies is that the future is never far away. It's just a short drive to a number of minor league teams that help shape the next generation. Single A Lakewood has a unique blend of Phillies baseball and the Jersey Shore. Ryan Howard, Cole, and Chooch all played there, just to name a few. The Reading Phillies are one of the most successful franchises in all of the minor leagues. Its clubhouse has hosted some of the greatest names in Phillies history. A trip to watch a game there is like going in a time capsule. Up the turnpike, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs feature a brand new stadium and a winning attitude.
Let's go them early, guys. Come on.
Hall of Famer Ryan Sandberg came close to guiding the Pigs to a AAA championship this year.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Despite the fact that many of his players were called up to help the big club. And for those who think the minor leagues aren't that important, consider this. In putting together our current roster, over 20 prospects were traded in order to get the guys we wanted. Just because a player doesn't make it to Philadelphia doesn't mean he's not important to the future of this team. Meanwhile, up at Lehigh Valley, a certain young pitcher was wondering if he would get the call.
What do you think you have to do at this level now to make everybody open their eyes and say Vance Worley can come back and compete in Major League Baseball?
That's, I'd say I kind of just need to keep doing what I'm doing right now. I think I'm logging a lot more strikeouts than I have in the past. It is tough, but you know, it's out of my control. All I can do is take care of what I'm doing down here right now.
The next day, that call came in. It was the beginning of another great chapter in this memorable season.
It was his turn to pitch tonight. On the outside corner, called strike. On the inside corner, ring him up. Vance Worley subbing for Joe Blanton, who was placed on the disabled list today. And he did a nice job over 6 innings.
I mean, being around these kind of caliber guys, you know, growing up watching all of them, it's hard not to be a fan before being a teammate with these guys. But just going out there and being able to compete and do stuff that's comparable to them, I mean, I'm just trying to have fun.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. He went upstairs just a little bit, and Ward couldn't catch up. 1-2-3 go the Nationals.
As the month of May rolled on, Chase continued his rehab in Clearwater. The bench guys were doing a good job in his absence.
Valdez toward the hole, base hit into left field. Francisco scores, Ibanez stops at third. It's back to a 3.
On May 9th, Joe Blanton got his first win of the season. Unfortunately, it would be his only win of the season. Joe had to shut it down with a bad elbow and would be lost for most of the year. Kyle Kendrick did a great job filling in.
Kyle making the emergency start here tonight as Rory Oswald is on the disabled list.
The so-called 5 aces were now down to 3, proving we were going to win with a team effort. Meanwhile, down in Clearwater,
swings at the first pitch and drives it to deep right field. Fair or foul? It is a fair ball, and it is gone. Goodbye. Isn't that fun to see for Phil's fans? And this game is tied at 3.
it wouldn't be long. In mid-May, we invaded Atlanta to continue our biggest division rivalry. These were hard-fought games against a good young ball club.
Base hit it to center field. Rollins around third, heading for home. Victorino slides in safely.
We also stepped back in time with some retro uniforms.
In the air to left center field. Going back is Prado. That one is gone! John Mayberry has just given the Phillies a one-run lead. That was a bullet. Got him. He got the strikeout as Gonzalez.
Doc looked pretty good in those powder blues. During that trip, we also participated in the Civil Rights Game, where we paid tribute to the Philadelphia Stars.
Don't put that on Facebook, JC.
The Stars played in the Negro Leagues, and over the years, the surviving members had become close to the Phillies players. We were all saddened by the loss this summer of Stanley Glenn and Bill Cash. Both were excellent catchers, but more importantly, great gentlemen and great Philadelphians.
And Utley ready to bat for the first time in 2011.
And to hear this ovation.
A long-awaited day, Chase returns. There's no question that Chase is a true warrior. There were some who thought he might not play this summer. I'd never bet against him. Whether or not Chase was ready to play didn't matter. Just his presence in the lineup picked everyone up.
Two-run home run just like that. And the Phillies jump out to a 2-0. Off the end of the bat, right through the hole on the left side. Here comes Polanco. He's going to score. Hit him where they ain't. It's 3-0 Phillies. Over to left center. That'll get the job done. 2 runs are going to score. Ruiz on his way to third. A 2-run single for Mayberry. 4 games here. Line drive base hit for Hamels. Right by Brandon Phillips. Ruiz scores standing. 6-0 Phillies. In the air to right field. No doubt about that one. Gone! A 3-run home run for J-Roll. How about this night for the Phillies offense? A lot of good things happen here tonight, most notably his return to this lineup, to this infield, to this ballpark, and to this Phillies family.
Now, a baseball season follows pretty much of the same routine. One day tends to blend into the rest, all summer long. But every once in a while, something special happens. Something a little crazy.
May 25th, I remember it like it was yesterday.
The morning started out with a Baseball 101 seminar for women, a chance for the ladies to get a look behind the scenes.
We started off with Baseball 101, Scott Fransky and I.
Why is there such a lag time between TV and radio?
There's not. We just talk really slow.
First of all, I want to say I think you guys are both way too cute for radio.
You're an umpire, aren't you? You must be an umpire. You got bad eyes.
Later in the day, Scott Palmer was talking to Polanco, and he was doing his psychic role where he was predicting the future.
Every once in a while, there's a game that lasts 18, 19, 20 innings. Sometimes they ask position players to pitch. Have you ever been asked to pitch before?
Never have. I would love to.
Would you really?
Oh, yeah.
Could you get guys out?
We'll see.
That sounds like you're pretty sure that might happen one day. Huh?
I hope no. I hope no, because that means we're going to have to stay here for a very long time.
Do you guys ever get tired of each other?
3-3 as we go to the top of the 10th. An extra inning ball game here at Citizens Bank Park.
Jay Bruce hit a home run at the top of the 10th and kind of thought that was probably going to do it. But then Howard came back and answered that home run with one of his own.
Is gone! A home run! Number 11
for Howard, and we're tied 4-4.
When you have extra innings, it can go on as long as baseball will allow them to play. But on games like that, it's like you're kind of looking at each other. Who's got something to say? Is anything happening?
Over the mound, backing up Herndon. He's got it. Fires to first. It's in time. Wow.
Howard almost missed it.
My goodness, how did they do that?
Oh, wow.
We're still tied.
You go to trivia, or you just kind of shake your head and go, man, another 2 hours with this guy. Ugh. J-Roll in that game just was everywhere on the field defensively, and no question, a Gold Glove game for him. It was tremendous.
No margin for down to a knee. Rollins has it on one hop. The throw is in time. Some vintage J-Roll here in the 13th.
Danny Baez came up big and threw 5 or maybe 5+ innings and was outstanding.
Trying to find out the last time Danny Baez went more than 2 innings, but the internet doesn't work after midnight. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We go to the bottom of the 17th. After 17 innings, it's the Phillies 4 and the Reds 4. And Dazzo got something in his eye. Jared is going to come out and have a look at Tony Randazzo. There's so many jokes right now that Larry's chomping at the bit to get to.
He's just now finding out he got something in his eye.
It took him 18 innings, eh? That's so wrong, Larry. To first. He's out at first base. Oh, my.
Wow.
What a play by Jimmy Rollins to get Hannigan to start the top of the 18th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line towards left. Coming on, Heisey. He's going to make the catch. A bullet to left field, and Chris Heisey makes the grab. We go to the 19th inning. It's the Phillies 4 and the Reds 4.
And probably the most remarkable thing was Wilson Valdez.
So if you're Valdez, you come right at it.
You have to.
The pitch swung on and popped up. Shallow right. Polanco out and calling. The second baseman squeezes it. And Valdez with a scoreless 19th inning.
The man can flat out pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball deep center field. Stubbs going back, still going back, and it is caught by Stubbs, but plenty deep enough. Rollins trotting home. The Phillies have won it. 5-4, the sac fly for Ibanez here in the bottom of the 19th inning. The game is over. Wilson Valdez is mobbed. He's the winning pitcher. A final in 19, 5-4. Unbelievable.
It was definitely a night I'll never forget. The best part about playing in the National League is that I get to do this.
Bases are loaded for Lee, and he hits a fly ball to straightaway center. Stubbs is turned around. It's over his head. A ground rule double. 2 runs will score, and the Phillies line drive, base hit for Lee into right center field. He'll get another RBI.
We were starting to click on all cylinders. The defense was strong, we were scoring lots of runs, and our pitching was really solid.
Old school for those 2 guys. They know each other exceptionally well, and the Phillies hang on to win it 6-4.
It's no secret that 2011 was a completely dominant season by the Phillies. In years to come, people might look back and think that everyone stayed healthy and had a career year. That wasn't even close. The success of the team was even more impressive when you consider the number of key guys that missed time. This was a true team effort by a ball club with a ton of heart and a lot of depth. A team built to win.
Ground ball over the head of the third baseman, Sizemore, and the Phillies are going to win the ball game. A pinch hit single for Ben Francisco, and the Phillies win it 1-0.
One of the areas that really showed our depth was the bullpen.
Goes again, swing and a miss.
Jose Contreras went down early, and Ryan Madsen really settled in the closer role. Then he got hurt in June, and the young guys had to pick up the slack. Antonio Bastardo and Michael Stutz came in and did a great job. The 2 of them would be an important part of the team this summer.
Cliff Lee throws a shutout to finish up this homestand. It's his 3rd win on the homestand.
I can't really explain it, but every once in a while you get in a zone.
Cliff Lee has pitched his second straight complete game shutout.
You don't really want to talk about it. You just want to ride it.
Line drive, caught by Polanco. And what a month of June this has been for Cliff Lee. It's his third consecutive shutout. The last Philly to do that was Robin Roberts back in 1950. And Lee finishes the month of June with just one earned run in 42 innings of work.
Somewhere along the line, Charlie became friends with Bernard Hopkins, the Philadelphia boxer who started his youth in prison, then went on to become the undisputed middleweight champion.
Did you ever play baseball?
No.
You did?
Charlie, last time I had a bat in my hand, I was running up Wall Street at 2 in the morning, chasing somebody.
Is that right?
I was kind of wild back then.
I hear you.
I changed my ways.
Really, that's good.
Even in his late 40s, he's still boxing.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. He got the robe, man. That's a new thing. I never seen nobody with a robe.
Having defended his title for a record 20 times, he was invited to speak to the team about being a champion, and more importantly, how to stay a champion.
Because I never let myself get out of shape. I never let myself mentally get too relaxed, too comfortable. Because the next team is trying to knock you off and want to be in your position. Like the next fighter want to be in your position. We do different sports, but it's the same mentality. Because once you're on top, everybody that's on the bottom wants to be on top. It's fun being on top, but sometimes you get lonely. And sometimes it's intimidating. Why? Because you know everybody want you.
Now, it's hard to get 25 baseball players to pay attention to anything for more than a minute. We were all locked in for almost half an hour.
Winning is always better to me than losing. And we know that some days are rough and some days are, you get bad breaks. That happens. Things happen. That's out of our control. The guy might be better than you. Team just got better hits. Things happen. But now how you come back the next day, and how you come back the day after that, and the day after that, and how you represent. And when it's all said and done, y'all represent us as a whole. Y'all represent yourself, then Philly, then the coach, and you represent everybody. Thanks for listening, being patient, and I hope I gave some inspiration.
It takes guts to do what he does alone in the ring. For each of us, we're in it with 24 brothers. As long as everyone is pulling on the same end of the rope, it's hard to deny success.
Jimmy doesn't call him old, he calls me old, but he's a little afraid, a little fear factor to call him old, right? I'm 39.
You see that? You 39?
Yeah.
My man, see? You got one more year. You close to 40, right? I turned 40. No, I ain't noticed. Not while you got the bat in your hand.
Raul Ibanez had gotten off to a slow start in the spring. Some people thought his playing days might be over, but none of his teammates felt that way. Another guy we couldn't do without is Carlos Ruiz. While Chooch can always be counted on for a clutch hit, it's his work behind the plate that's so important. I guess you could call this rotation a staff of thoroughbreds. And if that's the case, Chooch is the best jockey in the world. We're all kind of different, and he gets the most out of us. Every day. In early July, we crossed the border into Canada. And for Doc, it was a journey through the past. He had spent the first 12 years of his career with the Blue Jays, and the emotions were running high. Only with Roy, you'd never know it.
Called strike three, right at the knees on the outside part of the plate. Got it. 8th strikeout.
Doc wasn't the only guy on the team who didn't show emotion.
In the air to right field. That's pretty well hit. Going back is Thames. He's not going to get it. It's gone. A 2-run home run for Chase Utley. Ground ball towards shortstop. This could be 2. Rollins to the bag. There's 1. There's 2. And it's career victory number 180 for Roy Halladay.
Back home, we finished the first half of the series against the Braves, who had the second best record in the league.
I've
always wondered what it would be like to hit a big league home run.
Swung on, hit in the air.
On the last day, we sent a message to the Braves. Actually, we took them to the woodshed.
Raul lines it to right field. Is it high enough? It is! A 3-run home run! 2-run double for Mayberry. It's his 3rd double of the day. Puts it toward the middle. Diving stop. Rollins flips to second. What a way to finish up the first half.
It was fun to fly out to Arizona with my 4 All-Star teammates, but all we were thinking about was the second half. After the All-Star break, it's easy for a team to let down, but not this team. We were getting contributions from everybody.
He's going to score, and the Phillies take a 2-0 line drive toward left field. That's going to be in for extra bases. Howard's going to score.
John Mayberry had been on a roller coaster ride early in his career. Shuffled back and forth between here and AAA, he was now ready to prove he belonged.
He has 5 RBIs.
Here's the 0-2 to Mayberry.
In the air to straightaway center field. That's a bullet, and that one is off.
And with Charlie Manuel, if you produce, you get a chance.
Extra base hit for John Mayberry. It's his 9th extra base hit in his last 10 hits.
Another young guy who produced was Michael Martinez. With some nagging injuries to Placido Polanco, he was getting some quality time at third.
On the short hop and a throw to first that's in time. Oh boy, terrific play by Michael Martinez.
And like any good utility guy, he could play some other positions.
Time as Martinez just rushed off quickly on the mound, finds Martinez.
He also showed us something with the bat.
Kicks the pitch, swung out, hit high in the air, deep to right field. Going back to Norcia at the track, at the wall. It is a home run, a 3-run shot.
Martinez calling that home run as soon as he making contact. His second time that he's done that. Ball, no doubt about it. He'll pick it on a fastball this time. See you later.
July 22nd was retro night. There's always something crazy going on at Citizens Bank Park.
Jimmy was laughing today about the picture they were going to put up on the video board, and there it is.
Cole looked pretty good in that 80s uniform.
Got it. Change up, cut on and miss. Hamels picks up his 10th strikeout of the night. It's the 18th time in his career that he has reached double digits in strikeouts, and he moves past Chris Short to number 4 all-time among Philly pitchers. And Ryan Matson settling back into the closer's role to pick up the save and pick up the victory for Cole Hamels, his National League leading 12th win of the year.
Another guy who looked at home in that uniform was Juan Samuel. Sammy was a Phillies All-Star in the 80s, who was now back in his first year as third base coach. He couldn't help but notice the changes in our fan base.
It's outstanding what I'm seeing transpire here from the days when I was here. I know we had some fan support when we're playing well, depending on who we play. It was a good rivalry, for example. Yes, the fan will come. And what I'm noticing here, I don't think they care much who we're playing against. They want to see the Philly. And it's a sellout every night. It feels like it's a playoff game.
We play the game, as best we possibly can, but to have, a packed house standing behind you, encouraging you, wanting you to perform at your top level, it just helps. You can't take anything away from that, but just pure joy.
Meanwhile, a couple hundred miles to the north, Pat Gillick was having his special weekend in Cooperstown. Prior to the induction, the Phillies threw a private party for Pat, inviting some of his best friends.
Pat, I started with you back in 1963 in Houston, Texas, man. You've come a long way. You made the Hall of Fame, and you really deserve it. A class guy, a guy with a great memory.
I've known you for a long, long time and respect the devil out of you. And mainly because we're kind of on the same path. We're on the, we love scouting. We have a passion for scouting and development. You never forget your friends. You never forget what baseball means to you and your family. And Sylvia and I are so very, very proud of you right now.
Having him be one of my mentors, this is obviously a very, very special time for not just the organization, but for me personally. Pat, just fantastic. Honored to be here and honored to have worked with you, and as I know many have.
And you've been so successful that we tip our hats tonight from the Cox family
and all of our friends here in Cooperstown. Pat Gillick, happy Hall of Fame.
Also inducted that weekend was longtime Philadelphia sports writer Bill Conlon, who had an interesting take on Pat's biggest contribution to the Phillies.
A lot of people might have come in and fired Charlie Manuel because they wanted to put their own stamp on the way the team was being run. And he observed Charlie Manuel during the time when he first came in and just observed Charlie and said, this guy is the guy for our type of player, the kind of player we want representing the Phillies.
I guess it would have been easy for Pat to bring in his own manager back in 2005. I'm sure glad he didn't. Charlie Manuel is one of the best in baseball. Ask anybody who's ever played for him.
I think he's got a good combination of temperaments. I think that he's very good at knowing when to push buttons, when guys need to be motivated. You know, he's around the players, he's friendly, he's talking to guys, and he's got that great character where he's always energetic, he's always outgoing, he wants to play the game the right way and wants to win.
Meanwhile, back in Philly, we took on the reigning world champions.
Vance Worley, the 23-year-old, has been nothing short of a breath of fresh air.
We watched as a rock star was being born.
It's Vance Worley's night right now. He starts the 8th. He's allowed 2 hits and a run. Back in the first was the run.
He wants to pitch more innings. He feels that he can. Hey, that's a big, strong young guy out there. He should be able to pitch innings.
The Vanimal. He definitely had a certain style and a pretty unique look. Then Chase gave everybody a thrill with the most exciting play in baseball.
He's not going to get there. Watch this one roll. It's going on the warning track. Utley around second, heading to third. Somwell's going to wave him. Fontenot's throw to the plate is done in time. Head first dive by Chase Utley on inside the park home run.
Well, you're talking about a guy hustling. We were just talking about whether or not his legs are fine, but if that doesn't show you right there, nothing will.
And Vance Worley's got his first career complete game in the big leagues. A big grin, a high five, and a hug with Brian Schneider.
General manager of the 2008 World Series champion Philadelphia Phillies, Pat Gillick.
We wouldn't have done it without the 10th man. And that's you, fans. You're our 10th man. I also want to thank all those guys on that 2008 team, Charlie Manuel, the coaching staff. They were great. And all I can say is, let's do it again and go Phillies.
It was great to see Pat Gillick take a bow for the Philly fans. It was even greater to see his protege work some magic. Since Ruben Amaro took over after the 2008 season, he's made one bold move after another. And as the trade deadline drew near, he was at it again. Ever since the departure of Jason Worth, we had trouble finding a consistent right fielder and a solid 5-hole hitter. In one bold move, he solved both problems and found the perfect player for this town. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Hunter Pence.
I'm in a place where they really want me, where we got a chance to do something special, to create some, historic moments for Philadelphia and for the game of baseball. So it's an unbelievable opportunity, and I couldn't be more grateful. I'm telling everyone I just jumped 62 games in one day. I think that might be epic proportions. I don't know if anyone's beat that.
Not only did Hunter move up 62 games in the standings, he also made 45,000 new best friends.
From the folks along the right field line, it was kind of a crescendo as he settled in at right, waved to just about everybody that went by him.
I've never seen a city adopt someone so quickly. And of course, he didn't disappoint.
He's going to get the RBI. That's a scorcher to center on one hot knockdown by McCutcheon on RBI.
I'm very thrilled to be a part of this team, to be a part of this city. The goal of this team is to win a World Series, and that's what every, competitor at the highest level wants to be a part of. So to have this opportunity, I'm more than thrilled to be here and really just every day ecstatic to come to the ballpark.
Having a guy like that on your team is contagious, and I think that
that energy he brings is really helpful to the guys that have been around for a while.
Got here, he's just blast of energy, eyes about this big all the time, and just running around the clubhouse,
Sky's the limit with him. He brings a lot of excitement, plays hard. He's a little unorthodox, but he gets the job done.
It's amazing to me how they get those things done, and they find a way to make things happen and fix whatever weakness we may have, or wherever we can be strengthened, they find a way to do that. And the biggest thing that's impressed me is the quality of people that they brought in. It's people that fit kind of the overall theme of the team, the hardworking, no egos, go in, play hard, and I think that's been important too. Is not only are they good players, but they're the right people for what we have going on here.
On August 1st, we headed west for a 10-game road trip. It was one for the books.
This is going to tie the game! A 2-run pinch hit home run for John Mayberry.
We set the tone early with a dramatic win in Colorado.
In the air to left field, that's pretty well hit. Going back is Spilborns, forget about it! It's gone! A solo home run for Victorino. They come from behind to win this one 4-3.
And it just took off from there.
First team in Major League Baseball to reach 70 wins here in 2.
Every night there was a new hero.
Tonight it was Kyle Kendrick who combined with David Herndon on the shutout of the Colorado Rockies. Brad Lidge has helped the Phillies close out the Rockies.
Another bright spot was the return of Brad Lidge.
100th save in a Phillies uniform.
We came into Frisco looking for some payback.
Strike 3, and Lee fires a 7-hit shutout. It's his 5th shutout of the year.
Shane let everyone know we wouldn't back down.
Pitch. Shane heads out toward the mound, and the benches are going to clear. Whiteside is tackling Placido Polanco up the first.
Hamels comes up 1 pitch shy of a complete game shutout, but he'll settle for the 2-1 victory. It's his 13th of the year. It's the 9th straight win for the Phillies.
Down in LA, the beating continued.
Ryan Matson has picked up his 20th save of the season, and this memorable road trip continues for the Phillies as they have won their 7th game in 8 tries. Matson comes on to close it out for Cliff Lee, who's won his 12th game of the year.
On the last game of the trip, we were down 6-0 in the 3rd. It would have been easy to roll over and be satisfied with an 8-2 road trip. Not this club.
Run for Hunter Pence. Back toward the middle, a base hit for Worley. Martinez is around third. He's going to tie this ball game up. 2 runs will score off the bat of Chase Utley. Run for Ryan Howard, and the Phillies have taken the lead. How about that?
One of the best parts of being on the road with the Phillies is that half the time it doesn't feel like we're even on the road. Our fans follow us everywhere. Every ballpark was filled with red. Don't think we didn't feel it. It was awesome. Back home in Philly, we returned for Alumni Weekend. That's always fun. This year, John Kruk was being inducted into the Wall of Fame. He's another guy who seemed perfect for this city.
We killed a lot of brain cells, but you all were right there with us, and you all killed a bunch too. The luckiest people here are these 25 guys right here. They get to play in front of the greatest fans in all of sports every damn night. You know, you hear players, media people say that it's tough to play in Philly in front of these fans. To those people I say, you didn't have the guts to succeed here. Thank you.
A few days later, another special event took place. The fans had gotten together and donated money to build a statue in honor of the most beloved broadcaster in Phillies history. A ceremony was held to unveil the new addition to the ballpark.
On behalf of the Phillies, we very gratefully accept this wonderful gift. Thank you very much.
And now, the moment we've been waiting for. Steve Carlton and Jimmy Rollins will officially unveil the statue. 1, 2, 3.
This is to the Philadelphia fan, to lodge your passion as best I can. Your loyalty is unsurpassed. Be the fightin's in first or last. We feel your passion through and through. Philadelphia fans, I love you.
As the summer began to wind down, some strange obstacles started to pop up. It was the rainiest season in a long time, and we started to get some postponements. Then, a small earthquake shook the area, leaving a lot of people slightly uncomfortable.
At first, I think everyone was a little like, who's shaking my chair? And then you look around and all the lockers are just kind of wobbling. And
I turned on the radio and listened to somebody who thought the end of the world was coming.
I was driving over the bridge.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't feel it. But
there's really nowhere to go that I know of. I don't have any earthquake training, so I was just like, I hope nothing falls.
A couple days later, we heard that Hurricane Irene was bearing down in the Delaware Valley, so we had to leave early for the road. All this would mean we'd have a lot of extra games in September and very little time for rest. It was just one more trial to overcome.
I think the longer you play, the more success you have. You realize what it takes to win, and you're always learning. The good teams are, no matter how much experience, how much success they've had, they're always learning and learning ways to try to improve. And the ultimate goal is to win.
By late August, it was obvious that we would be impossible to catch. Despite a series of nagging injuries, Ryan Howard was putting up his usual monster numbers.
I mean, we've put ourselves in a great position, and now you can't let up on the gas. You got to keep going. Just continuing to try to jockey for that position of trying to get home field advantage.
Hunter Pence proved to be the perfect addition to the ball club. He solidified the lineup by helping to protect Ryan and helped breathe some energy into a pretty laid-back clubhouse.
A very big pickup for us, not just on the offensive side, defensively, personality-wise, just makes the game that much funner, just watching sometimes some of the things he does.
And Shane Victorino continued to jumpstart the offense with his best season ever.
Sometimes you show up a little tired, but then you see the energy that Shane brings, or Hunter Pence, and then you're like, I gotta go, and then you just, it kind of contagious, I would say.
Opposite way, under the glove of Prado, one run will score. Here comes Ruiz. Line drive, base hit into center field. The Phillies will get 2 runs back. Victorino's hitting streak is at 12.
He's just put together a great year, and that's just the kind of player that he is. He's wiry, he's fiery, he's the flying Hawaiian, man. What else can I say?
Shane was having a great season off the field, too. We all do our part for charity, but he was in overdrive. The year before, he had pledged $900,000 to renovate a Boys and Girls Club in North Philly. He held a bunch of events to raise the money, including a fashion show where the boys got to strut the catwalk. Too bad Hunter was so shy. Anyway, at the dedication ceremony for the club, we saw a side of Shane none of us had ever seen. After reflecting on his career, his emotions came to the surface.
There's one big organization I got to thank, and that's the Phillies. David and Ruben, for bringing me here in 2005. I remember 2 years before that. Calling my dad and said, Dad, I think I'm done playing baseball. But to think a year later, I'd be in the big leagues, a World Series champion, no way. When I was in high school, I had, teammates that wanted to come to Philly and go to school. And I looked at them and I said, are you crazy? Philadelphia, why? But to sit here now and call this my second home means so much to me. 30 years from now, my kids can come back and say, look at what my dad did for our community. I guess anything's possible if you set your dreams high. and you reach for them. So you kids in attendance, set your dreams high. Reach for them.
We started September with a 3-game series against the Braves. It wasn't pretty.
Opposite way, that's a fair ball right over the first base bag. Utley scores first, and he lines the first pitch into center field. A base hit, 2 runs will slides, and he get it. Yes, he did! The offense was outstanding. The defense was outstanding. Cliff Lee, well, this was sheer pitching brilliance tonight. In the air to right center field. Will this one get through the wind? Bourne going back. That one is gone! Home run, Chase Utley. Swing and a miss. He got him. And the race to 90 wins is won by the Phillies. There's a line drive base hit to right. Around third is Mayberry. The throw to the plate. Up the line. This game is tied. Placido Polanco comes through. Hit hard. Over the bag down the right field line. Here comes Ibanez. It's a clean sweep for the Phillies. They win it the bottom of the 9th inning by a final score of 3-2.
Then it was on to Milwaukee, the team many thought would be our biggest challenge.
Cole Hamels has a complete game, so the Phillies take game 1.
All of the preseason hype was pretty much accurate.
Ryan Matson takes care of the Brewers. The Phillies have won 5 consecutive games.
The starting staff had lived up to the expectations. We stayed in the games for so long that the bullpen was not overworked. It was a well-oiled machine. The trademark of the 2011 Phillies was our pitching and defense. Actually, the two go hand in hand.
Howard, and the magic number to clinch the National League East is down to 7.
We led all of baseball in team ERA and fielding percentage. With each game, it seemed like we set a new milestone.
Swing and a miss, he got him. And for the 5th straight year, it's official. The Phillies will go to the postseason. Check one more milestone off. There's a number to get, and they've done it in the quickest amount of time in franchise history.
On our last homestand, the thrills continued.
Bonifacio got a late start. It's going to the wall. Martinez is around third, heading for home. The throw by Murphy, and the Phillies win it. The magic number is down to 2. An opposite field game-winning double for Ryan Howard.
It just became a matter of when we would clinch. With the magic number down to 1, the Braves had started playing before us.
I actually do want the Braves to win. I think it kind of doesn't sit great for me and for the fans. I don't think if we're not doing it and we're kind of backing into it. And I like to do it on the field, and hopefully we can do it.
We didn't want them to lose and let us back into the postseason. We wanted to do it on the field.
The Atlanta Braves have beaten the Mets earlier today, 1-0. So the Phillies needing a win to clinch their 5th consecutive East Division title. They are trying to do so in game number 150 on the season, which would be the earliest clinch in Phillies history.
And finally, Raul put on the finishing touch.
In the air to right field, way back there. This one's going to blow the top off the joint. It does. A grand slam for Raul Ibanez. And the Phillies take a 9-2 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. How about that? Ground ball back toward the middle. Utley's got it. Bare hands, throws to first, and the Philadelphia Phillies have won Arizona City.
Back in the clubhouse, we all waited for the new kid.
We waited for Honda.
It was a magical night, a great way to cap off the regular season. Before the last home game, we took some time to thank the people that helped make this all possible.
On behalf of the Phillies organization, I want to thank you guys for all the support. I mean, you pack the house every night. 200-something sellouts. That's highly impressive. Best fans on the planet. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Philly, for another great season.
You guys have been awesome.
You're the best. On behalf of all the Phillies players
and all the Phillies wives, thank you.
This has been the best place I've ever played. Thank you, Philly.
You guys make us proud.
Way to go, guys.
We've all had a lot of fun this summer.
And it's only just the start.
Night after night, you guys bring it.
You guys make it really tough for the visiting team.
And we love that.
Gracias, Philadelphia.
We love you guys.
Let's keep this going. Thanks, Philly.
We still have one last adventure before entering the postseason. It was inevitable that once we took our foot off the pedal, we might have a little letdown.
Cardinals take 3 of 4 from the Phillies.
But nobody saw this coming.
Throw behind Worth, and it hits him, and it goes into foul territory. Another run is going to score.
The Nationals pulled off the sweep of the twin bill.
The Phillies managed 3 runs in 19 innings of baseball. And the Phillies have lost 7 consecutive games. So this road to 100 wins continues to be detoured.
With 4 games left in the regular season, we'd have to win them all in order to reach some serious milestones.
Back, it's over his head, and it's into the bullpen. A 2-run home run for Hunter. Field, Victorino on the run, makes the catch, and the losing streak has finally come to a close for the Phillies as they reach 99 wins.
And who stood in our way but the Atlanta Braves, a team involved in a desperate battle for the wild card. Their 9-game lead from a month ago was now down to 1. I got the start in the first game.
Rollins lines it to right field. It's deep. Diaz going back, and it is gone.
We finished it off with a little help from my friends.
Ground ball to first base. This should do it. Ryan Howard will take it to the bag. It's 100 wins for the Philadelphia Phillies here in 2011.
The next night, the lumber came out.
He lifts it in the air to right center field. That's deep. Horn going back to the warning track to the wall, and the Phillies have taken the early lead here in the top of the first. In the air to right field. Wow, he crushed that one.
It was good to see Jimmy and Chase finding their stroke.
They've won their 101st ball game, which ties the franchise record for victories in the season.
In the last game of the regular season, Charlie pulled out all the stops.
He hits it hard right at the shortstop. Wilson, who boots it. A run scores. It's 3-2 Braves.
He started all the regulars. Used 15 different players.
Got him. Another changeup. Freddie Freeman, no chance.
Used 9 different pitchers.
It's going home. Here's the throw by Pence. It's on a line. He is out at the plate. D-O-N. Moore tags from third. Here he comes. It's a 3-3 game.
We took it to the 13th before we finally finished it off.
Over the head of Freeman. Untla's got it. The Phillies take the lead. Runner doesn't go. Ball's hit right to first. Mayberry's got it. Throws to second for 1. Rollins is tossed in time. And the Phillies have nailed the franchise record in wins with number 102. It took 4 extra innings, and they end the Braves season. And Charlie Manuel becomes the all-time winningest manager in Philadelphia Phillies history. Well, that's unbelievably impressive right there.
You shake it up, Chase?
I'm gonna shake it up. Charlie, congratulations. Yeah. You deserve it. But you said this before. You get 646 wins. You got some damn good players.
I want to tell you guys something. You know what he said? Absolutely mean every word of that. I want to tell you something. You guys you achieved this, and you like I think I've told you over and over again. I'm proud of every one of you, and I pull for every one of you. Believe me, and I want the best for you. And this year's been good. We still got a lot of work to do, but I want to tell you guys something. This award or anything I get is because you guys are good players. You're the best players a man could ever have, and I believe, and I mean that too. And I appreciate every bit of it. got work to do.
You're right, Chuck. We had more work to do.
For Charlie Manuel and the rest of the Phillies, there was indeed more work to be done. The 2011 postseason began with tremendous fervor. The Phillies had spent much of the season steamrolling the rest of baseball, and the intensity grew among the fan base for the playoffs. That glorious October carnival that would hopefully end with the ultimate prize. And with Game 1, they weren't disappointed.
Swing and a fly ball deep to right field. Forget about that one. Long gone. Second deck Titanic home run for Ryan Howard. And the Phillies have taken the lead here in the bottom of the sixth. And the pitch. Swing and a line drive deep to right field. Forget about that one. Gone. Two-run home run for Raul Ibanez. And the Phillies take a 6-3 lead.
Game 2 featured more of the same.
As Carpenter deals the 3-2, ground ball up the middle, kicked off of Carpenter's foot and into center field. Rollins scores, Utley around third, he will score, and Ryan Howard and the Phillies.
And once again, the Phillies' defense continued to shine.
He sets himself and goes across in to score.
Here comes Jay, heading home, the throw to the plate by Ibanez on one hop. He is out! Ruiz hung on! What a play by Carlos Ruiz!
But the Cardinals had played under intense pressure throughout the month of September. They were not about to roll over. In a seemingly impossible scenario, Cliff Lee was unable to protect a 4-run lead, and it was back to St. Louis. Game 3 featured some heroics of a different kind. Cole Hamels took to the mound without his best stuff and held the Cardinals in check. The little-used Ben Francisco got his one opportunity to shine, and he didn't miss it.
And it is into the Phillies bullpen and gone. A pinch hit, 3-run home run.
The Cardinals came back with a fury, but the Phillies held strong.
Throw to first, it's in time, and a huge double play. One hopper to second, Utley's got it. His throw to first in time, and the ball game is over. The Phillies outlast the Cardinals tonight in Game 3.
In Game 4, hometown hero David Freese provided the fireworks.
And have forced a deciding game Friday in Philadelphia.
And that set the stage for a date with destiny.
You know, the high expectations that were placed on this Phillies team long before the season began, long before they won their 5th consecutive division title, and long before they won a club record 102 games during the regular season. And that is probably why you are feeling the way you are feeling at this moment. Whether it's anxiousness, nervousness, maybe it's confidence, maybe it's concern. Whatever the emotion is, it will make the exhilaration of victory that much sweeter in the end. And quite frankly, you probably wouldn't want it any other way. It is in fact why you are a fan of this Phillies team.
The game was a classic from the start. Two of the greatest pitchers of their generation in a winner-take-all showdown. Roy Halladay and Chris Carpenter, longtime friends off the field, were now locked in a heavyweight battle, each of them testing that thin line to the limit.
First and a fly ball hit to right field. Lance Berkman on the warning track, and he makes the catch to retire the side.
2-2 on the way. Swing and a fly ball left field. Ibanez towards the line. He's there. He's got it. Cardinals leave the bases loaded here in the top of the 8th inning. Swing and a line drive off the glove of Carpenter. Trickles toward Punto. He gloves it. Throws to first. And he got him. Swing and a ground ball. Kicked by Madsen towards Ruiz, who comes in fields. Throws to first. He got him. Oh, what a play by Chooch. Is a fastball swung on, hit in the air, center field. Going back on it, Jay, to the track in front of the wall to make the catch.
Oh, man. Did he give that baby a ride? Hit it right on the screws, right in front of the bullpen. If he pulls it even a little bit, ball's out.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball pulled on the right side. Punto to his left. He's got it. Howard falls down, limps towards first. Punto flips, and the game is over. The Cardinals celebrate. Howard down halfway to first. Chris Carpenter
with a 3-hit shutout tonight and a 1-0 win for St. Louis, stunning the crowd and ending this season tonight at Citizens Bank Park. To the legions of proud Phillies fans, it seemed too unbelievable to be true. For the second straight year, they had been beaten by the Cinderella team. It was a feeling also held by the players as they assembled back in the clubhouse, shocked and humbled, each trying to explain the postmortem in his own way.
Yeah, it's tough to describe. I mean, you feel like it's right there, and we got a chance to do it, and we came up short. So
it sucks, being in this situation. Having to come down and making the last out and having it happen the way that it happened. It sucks.
It's very disappointing, and it's a hard pill to swallow.
Most disappointing thing, I think, I've said all along, is that this was a special team. I think, we had one goal, and that was to get to the World Series.
Still in shock the way it ended. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, not that I thought any of the series this year was going to be easy, but no way we were going to lose.
It's not about who's the best team. It's about who's the hottest team, who's playing the best at that particular time, and that's usually who wins it.
We feel a little sick. I wasn't able to do more. I'm going to have to evaluate it, and it's going to make me, a better man because of it somehow, some way.
Right now, I got some anger. I got some I don't know, and I got some. I just feel very empty.
And it's disappointing, frustrating, but I think we should all keep our heads high.
The most unbelievable team I've ever been with, the most unbelievable fans I've ever played in front of, or I've ever witnessed. So this is a pretty amazing place, pretty special place.
This is by far the greatest place I've ever played, and the greatest fans that I've ever been around, and that was as loud as I've ever heard it here.
It's a game inherently designed to break your heart. No one in Philadelphia will argue that. Yet everyone here knows that the bitterness of defeat only makes the success that much sweeter. And we've all tasted a lot of that success in recent years. The bond between this team and its loyal fans has grown strong and sturdy. It's a bond that will help with all of the challenges that the future may bring. After all, the Phillies and their fans have a history we can all embrace.
You and I, we all bleed red, we all taste rain, all fall down, lose our way. We all say words we regret, we all cry tears, we all bleed red. Sometimes we're strong, sometimes we're weak, sometimes we're hurt, and it cuts deep. We live this life, breath to breath, we're all the same, we all bleed red. Say we're sorry, for it's too late. We all bleed red, all taste rain, all fall down, lose our way. We all say words we regret, we all cry tears, all bleed red. Sometimes we're strong, sometimes we're weak, sometimes we're hurt. It cuts